welcome to another exciting video from Gobbler Ridge Farms. Now this past weekend I was up in North Georgia on an annual bushcrafting camping trip where I go up and camp in the North Georgia mountains and do various projects. And I had a hack I wanted to film up there, but I got there on a Tuesday, left on a Sunday, and it rained every single day that I was up there. Now, in the military there's a saying, if it ain't raining, you ain't training. And that may be true, and the difference there is, in the military, we didn't have $3,000 worth of camera equipment following us around that we bought ourselves, filming in the rain. So I didn't really get an opportunity to take the cameras out and film in those conditions. And I wanted to get the most adverse conditions I could possibly get. So right now, I am down on a creek, and I just heard some thunder when I was turning on the camera back there, so I may be about to get a pop-up shower. I am sweating profusely, so bad I can't even put it on my reading glasses, so I'm not going to be able to see how much dust I'm building up here. So I'm also down here, as you can see, in not dry sand, but it's wet sand where this little drain here feeds into the creek. So I really have stacked all the odds against me, and the reason that I did that is, if you're out in Arizona, Utah, one of the desert areas, you know, friction fire isn't quite as difficult as it is back here in the east or down in Florida or, you know, down in the jungles of South America and that type of stuff. So you need every advantage that you can get when you have to make a friction fire. Now, in my bushcraft bag, I carry a little shot glass, which really helps with the bearing block, cuts down on the time it takes to carve a set. Makes a great bearing block, and to me that's one of the more critical and more difficult pieces to do in friction fire. But let's say I was forced to do a creek crossing or a river crossing in adverse conditions, and somehow my backpack got swept away from me, and there goes all my cheats. You know, there goes all my jute that's soaked in paraffin. There goes my lighters. There goes my 3 ferrocerium rods. There goes all this stuff. And if I suddenly had to make friction fire with what's on me, what if I was carrying a fidget spinner? Very flat, very light, and it has multiple ball bearings. Now the 3 on the outside are sealed, and the one on the inside, where it would actually be easier to put pressure on, this one doesn't have a seal bearing. So the concept is still going to be the same. Will these, you know, ball bearings help me make a friction fire faster and easier, especially if I'm soaking wet and I have to get a fire to dry myself out? I've seen a lot of knives that have a bow drill divot. You know, those can eventually wear out the handle of your knife. I've seen them where they've inserted a piece of metal. Sometimes with the heat, the glue could come out or what have you. But I have seen a knife where they stuck a ball bearing in it. So that's what gave me the idea for the fidget spinner. Well, what if I just stuck that in my pocket? So, without further ado, let's see if we can start a friction fire with a fidget spinner. Like I said, it is hot and humid, and my glasses were fogging up, so I'm just going to have to kind of guess when I have enough dust for an ember. I can't really see. And I'm going to just run a drying cycle or two. You know, being down in this wet sand, and my wood's been sitting here while I was getting the camera, so I'm sure it soaked up moisture. The air is totally humid. Just want to run a drying cycle or two there, and all right, let's see if in these conditions the fidget spinner hack helps. Now I will tell you, not using that center is a little, it makes it a little hard to hold. I'm going to go ahead and stick it up in my fingers here. Like I said, this is an experiment. We'll see what happens. You're along on the learning experience with me. It is rotating nicely. Starting to get some smoke here. Like I said, I can't tell how much dust I've got, so I'm going to kind of keep going. All right, let's get a little speed here. I'm going to go a little longer just in case because I can't see what I'm doing. Going by feel, it should be sufficient, I hope. I do see a glowing ember. And frankly, I don't have the best tinder bundle here, so with that thunderstorm looming, I'm about to get rained on again. But as you can see, I do have a good ember. With a good tinder bundle, I'm sure I could get a fire with no problem. Well, but let's see. Yeah, I see a lot of my bundle is kind of flying away. Whoa! All right, well, I got it anyway. All right, there you go. All right, well, you can make a friction fire using a fidget spinner as your bearing block. I will tell you the one thing I kind of learned on this, it is a little hard to get the downward pressure. I put this bearing between my fingers and was able to get enough pressure, to generate enough dust there. Also, that's the one thing I would recommend in this learning experience. And if I had my druthers, I got this for my son. It's got one broken piece on it. I mean, off my grandson, and is maybe look for a center bearing block or swap these out with something that has a seal bearing, and I believe that would really work good for you. Anyway, that's going to do it for this short video, and there's an idea for you. Throw a fidget spinner in your pocket, and it can help you make friction fire if you ever really needed it. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see all you turkeys on the next video. Anybody got any hot dogs, marshmallows, anything? Oh well. Oh, yeah. I'm still not dry.